Today I'm doing up a couple of pairs of shears, so I thought I'd run you guys through the process while I'm doing it. Now, this is the process I use when I'm doing up shears. Other people will do these things in a different order or slightly different ways to me, but this is how I like to do it. So the first thing I do with a new pair of shears is I pull them back. So once I've got the pull back tight, I give these blades 4 half turns on each blade. With the older shears, I used to find 5 turns was good, but these newer ones seem to be pulled back a little bit more straight out of the box. So again, get that handle tight on the pullback, and then 4 turns, and this time just checking that both blades are pulled back a similar amount. Once the blades are pulled back, take that pullback out of the vise, and get ready to cut the knocker spike. So the knocker is what stops the blades from banging when you close them each time. So for a start, I cut a nice thin slither down the back of the blade. It will become my knocker spike. The thinner I can cut this, the less work I have to do later. And then I make a cut right up against the back of the blade to break out the notch where the knocker goes. You'll see once the shears are done up where this all happens. Now cut the knocker spike to length so it doesn't push right through the knocker. Now you can do all of this with an angle grinder, but I quite like doing it with a hacksaw. I find it makes it easier to be more accurate. Now I'm just breaking out the piece of metal where the knocker will go. I get my small file out and sharpen up that knocker spike. Now the sharper I can get this spike, I find the better the knocker stays on. If the spike's a bit too much of a wedge, I find that the knocker will slowly work its way out over time. So just working the file on different angles to make it quite a round spike. It's not really a perfect science, it's just a matter of getting it close enough. I push the knocker on by hand just a little bit, and then I'll take the shears out of the vise and squeeze the knocker on with the vise. Now I'm just keeping an eye on the camera here because Pi decided to poke his nose over. I thought he was going to knock it over. So here I'm just squeezing the knocker on with the vise. This way you can push it all the way onto the spike without worrying about slipping and puncturing your thumb with the spike or anything. Got to be fairly careful to make sure it goes on straight, otherwise you can bend or even break off the knocker spike, and that is quite annoying when that happens. Here I'm just checking where I need to cut my thumb rest to get the grip the right size. If you're just learning to do up shears, you probably want to actually mark out the thumb rest, but I've done this several hundred times, so I've got a fairly good idea of where I need to go. So here, just cutting out the thumb rest. Now again, some people don't even use a thumb rest and they'll just break this piece of steel out. But I quite like to have a thumb rest. I find it easier to get a good grip on the shears. Now I'm bending it out and then twisting it across so it'll become flush with where my thumb sits on the blades. Now here the blades don't quite close enough, but I'll sort that out later. Now once all of this is done, I'll give these blades a quick set. This isn't the final set, this is just to get them close enough, because once I've ground and put the points on these shears and start working on getting an edge on the shears, I'll really try and perfect the set of the shears. But for now I just need to get them so they look like they're fairly close. And then once I've finished doing up the shears, I'll spend a bit of time finessing that set and testing them on sheep. And then normally you need to shear a few sheep with a pair of shears and play with the set a wee bit before you can get them just right to actually shear full time with. Just looking down those blades, making sure they're angled the right way. Turning that blade in a little bit so there's the right gap between the blades. Checking them there. getting the cross tension approximately right. Now I pop them against the block here and put some tape around the top handle and start attaching the driver. So I've got wee driver clips from Shear Sharp New Zealand. I just clip that onto the top blade and then tape the driver onto the top handle. Now I pull the tape quite tight because I don't want that that driver to slip through on dense sheep. I've had it happen before where, because the sheep were especially dense, pushing the blades through took quite a lot of work, and I ended up pushing the driver loose and cutting my finger on the blade because the driver became too loose. But there we are. That pair of shears is about half done up. Now I just need to grind the edge up and put points on them and then do a final set and sharpen, and they will be ready to shear with.